Oh, man. Business has just picked up, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Flores with the big old grapefruits, calling it like he should in the midst of a playoff race. How can you take your team to the next level? Brings in the young gun, the young gun. It is Tua time. It is Tua time. Chris Sims can go to hell. It's time for Tua. I love it. I love the move. All you needed to see was like 4 snaps. And you're like, all right, he's good. Let's go. Let's roll. Let's roll with him. What else do we need to see here? We need to get this going. It's time for everything to get going. Enough already. I love it. So fantastic. I mean, like the idea that it does feel like all of this, while a surprise, is also pretty sane in it. The only thing that comes weird off it is that it's a win, and normally people like to change things off of a loss. But you're going into the bye, you beat the Jets. It's like, F it, they're the Jets. So come on, man, what are we doing here? Somebody wants to hear the song. I don't know what song you want to hear. Do you want to hear the Lefty Marino song, or do you want to hear or do you want to hear our Tua? I got them all. I got the playlist rocking. So it's fantastic. Beep, 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 beep. Man. Was it announced that he was starting? Yeah, Alfie, where you been, man? What, have you been in a hole? Schefter came out like an hour ago. He reported it. It was exciting. Schefter. Leroy must be irate. I think the only thing I heard from him is that he's like, oh, very surprising after a win. Very surprising. So there's that. This came out of nowhere 2 weeks ago. He said, yeah, listen, that is Flo. Flo will flip you for one, man. He is the master of jiu-jitsu. He'll go out there, and it was one of those things where like, yeah, he's not ready, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, bang, flips it on you. All right, buddy. What's a little Lefty Marino? Let's go. Fire that up here. I love seeing that too, Sean. I love seeing him soak that in, calling his parents. It's beautiful. Should we trade the Texans pick, get more for the 2021 draft? I mean, it's possible. It's one of those things where, especially if you're feeling how the season plays out. What time is Flo's press? He doesn't talk today. He talks tomorrow. I think it's a bye week, so maybe it's a little bit off. But he typically he doesn't talk on Tuesdays. Coordinators do. That's why it was very sneaky what they did. We're like, all right, let's put the news out there, and we'll see what happens. Obviously, everybody's flipping happen. Oh man. Ricky. They let the cat out of the bag. No going back to seeing Tua sitting on the field. I'm with you, man. I think they just saw it. And it was just like, just seems time. Just seems like it's time to go. Let's put our onions on the table. Maybe they're in the playoff race. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're middling. But if they're going to be contenders, why not try and be contenders with your guy? You sat him for half the year. That's pretty damn responsible. I think it was Dilfer who said last week where he's like, he's too talented. He's not going to be on the bench the entire year. And so they gave him more than a preseason to kind of get used to it. It's crazy. So who knows? Bro, alive right now, the disrespect to Ambers, they'll be fine. They have plenty of people riding around the car. They'll be all right. they wouldn't look up. Besides, anyway, I've been hearing Amber lately. Anyway, she's like listening to Joe Rose, and she'll listen to Zubin. So F it. I'm not gonna act like they've been street loyal to me. You're just gonna actively admit that you listen to Zubin over me? All right, I see how it is. All right, whatever you say, cucumber. Sixto hero for the next decade, Tua, and bam. All of it. That's a hell of a young core there. You know, it's pretty awesome. Next best news would be Gay's getting extended. Yeah, I can't believe he's not fired yet, man. I can't believe that he still has a gig. That's crazy to me. Jimmy B. Flo doing a ton of shoulder shrugs right now. No time for a press conference. He's getting swole. He's definitely feeling it after he makes that move. It's a little swaggery. This is what we've been waiting for. Hope that Tua delivers. Hopefully, he's put in a position to deliver. And I think that they have been. I think like you've seen, they've been so solid this year. The defense seems like it's getting better, which is really great. That's been one thing that's very noticeable. I know the competition wasn't fantastic last week, but even in all of their in all of their wins, they're blowing teams out, which is great. And then the offensive line's been pretty tremendous. And they're gonna have their hands full because they got Aaron Donald week 1 against this. Let's see. This would have been great with Le'Veon, but it's all good. Gas can, let's get it. Yep, the gas can, fueling up that offense, man. What a great time to be a Fins, Heat, and Marlins fan. I agree, man. It's a good time. It's a good time right now. Like as good it's been for Miami in a while. Just with everything. Like everything just kind of clicking on all cylinders like that. Pretty tremendous. Pretty tremendous. Francisco's a little worried with the protection. Well, I'm trying to. What do they got? Austin Jackson's on injured reserves. He's got to be there for what, 3 weeks? I wonder if he's going to be back by then. Let's see. Flying on in with it, with the live questions and comments. Aaron Donald against Tua scares me, but I trust the O-line to contain Donald. You got to. Breezy's pumped up. Everyone fired up. Got it all happening. So exciting. Beautiful day. Beautiful things. Beep, beep, beep. Man, just like that, huh? Dun, 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 bum, 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 bum. Trying to see if there's any updated news on this. It kind of just dropped out of the sky. I haven't really been following any of the other bugaboo with it. Let's see. Will Tua test Ramsey? Yeah, all you got to do is just go at Ramsey. He'll fold. Fold like a cheap suit, like he does. I'll talk. I'm just kidding. That guy's awesome. Missed the glory days. Yep, I agree. Not a better first test. You throw him right to the wolves. Don't sugarcoat it. I think it was, Alfie, when you asked, like he asked if it was the plan to start him all along. I think that was the plan all along. I think that they were intent on this certain amount of time that they were going to go this season. And especially if they felt like the O-line was good, things were clicking on offense, the defense looks like it actually can hold up if things go awry a little bit. And I think that they look around and they say the foundation's pretty good around us. Let's go. And look, Fitz was playing awesome. Especially, he come off this game where he was zinging BBs against the Niners and jumped out to a big lead against the Jets. But we also know that he's 37. The other shoe could drop, and maybe they actually feel like with Tua, they could be a little bit better, go on a run, and do some things. They're actually in this thing. Rams got smacked by a team we smacked. Fins by 50. That's that MMA math. Love the move. Flo has balls. Big, giant coaching balls. I love it too. Absolutely fantastic. If they make the move now, they have to ride it out. No going back if Tua struggles. I agree. You got to ride it out, but I don't think you make the move if you assume he's going to struggle. I think you make the move, hoping he's going to flourish, maybe even get yourself to be a little bit better. Do you see Gesicki getting more touches? I don't know. Maybe. Sauce for everyone. Getting Tua wasted. They've really been dispersing out on the receivers, man. To go back to your Gesicki thing, like it just feels like, especially with Devontae being banged up. And it does look like Preston Williams is getting a little bit more comfortable. Question: Miami gets top 10 from Houston. You take Penei Sewell or him or Chase? I mean, Sewell might go like number 2. That'd be pretty crazy if Houston was going to be that bad. But it can't hurt just building up. Although, if you could get an elite pass rush, that'd be pretty crazy too. Do you believe that Tua can win the division? Why not, man? Especially this division. It looks like the Bills have come back to earth a little bit. They've done their Bills thing where, they get off to that hot start, kind of had a light schedule, even if it involved the Dolphins. But it looks like it's really crashed down the last few weeks on them. Like so that to me signals you're like, you know what? And Patriots are struggling. Jets are the Jets. So, yeah, I think they look at it like, you know what? Maybe it seems like it's there a little bit. Let's go for it a little bit. I like it. I have an essay due tomorrow, but I'm opening up a Tuesday beer. You deserve it, man. Crack it on open. Crack it on open, celebrate. Fitzpatrick didn't even get a chance to get bad, turn into a pumpkin. I know. You know what? It's good for Fitzpatrick. He gets to go out on a high note. He'll be like in the saloon one day thinking about he'll be in the saloon with the old time gunslingers, just thinking about, I still had it. And then like Favre looks over, you still had it, Fitzy. You still had it. Would you be concerned if Tua leads the team in rushing? I would be concerned with that, yes. I hope that's not a thing anymore. Although I liked what Gaskin was doing. Do you think Fitz's career is over? Only if he wants it to be. He totally if you see what Andy Dalton's doing, the guy clearly can go win you games. So if he wants it to be over just because he's old, then that would be the reason why, but I don't think he's over. Fitz is OC. Like he takes over what's his face is Yoda, his Yoda. This thing going on with my hair. Chan Gailey. I can see Fitz going to Washington next year, perhaps. For does Leroy think this is too soon? I don't know. We'll find out from him. I've only gotten one text from him. He said just his message was very strange after a loss. I guess Tua put something on Instagram. Let's see.
Just got word that Tua named the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. Congratulations, little bro. You know what it is, baby. 305, we turning up.
So Tua just put that on his Instagram. I guess Rick Ross shouted him out. Rick Ross is an amazing follow on Instagram, especially during the sporting events. He's been crazy funny. Let's see. Is Flores a top 5 coach? I don't know. It's probably early to call him a top 5 coach, but I just really like his style. I like everything that he brings with just first of all, the defense is really improved now that he's got the bullets. Like it's really improved over this first, quarter of the season, which is great because he is that's kind of his bread and butter. I do love the fact it's such a breath of fresh air that it doesn't throw everybody under the bus. So I don't know, man. He looks like he's got a bright future ahead of him. Whatever ranking you want to put him at. Top 3 celebrity whale hunters: Ross, Ocho Cinco. Oh man, who would be the? I guess would you put? It pains me to say this. Do you put Khaled there? Like as far as like celebs who recruit the city? Who's 3? Those are definitely the top 2. I mean, I might put Wade there, to be honest with you. I might just put D Wade straight up now that he's shadow president. Luis says fins up all day, every day. Thanks to Fitzmagic. Please retire a Dolphin. Become one of our coaches. Pants optional now through tomorrow. Agreed. Just don't pull a Jeffrey Tubin on me. Pitbull. Yeah, Pitbull is just. I feel like Pitbull is like too much of a. I guess the word like he's too out there now. It's like like everybody goes to Pitbull for the Miami representation, but he's really not like doing whaling out there. Let's see. Still down from the Heat loss? No, I'm proud of the Heat, man. I'm not down from it. I'm a little down. The only thing I'm down NBA wise is I'm just down with how we don't know where it seems like we're gonna get cracking. Like there's a lot of stuff up in the air with that. So I'm a little bit like I was listening to Lowe and Simmons yesterday, and they were like, "Oh, maybe Martin Luther King Day is when they're expected to be back, but maybe not." And that kind of bummed me out. Because I was excited about, I want to roll into the next season. So that's that. As far as not a true whaler, went to the boat tour. Agreed. Not sure. Patrick, any Heat news? The only thing that was news, there was some stuff in the Herald about Jeremy Grant that they might be interested in. I don't think they can sign him though. I think that a guy 26 years old coming off the playoffs that he did, I'd be surprised if he is willing to like just come in for a role. That's why I said like, there's been a lot of some chatter about Serge Ibaka. I could see something like that. Gallo or Millsap. Yeah, that's been there too. Gallo's annoying though, because he was like, they were going to get Gallinari and he wanted an extra deal, like wanted extra years on his deal. And then he comes out with these quotes in the offseason where he's like, oh, well, money's not everything. It's about championships. It's like, oh, okay, well, great. Thanks, man. Awesome. Who do you think is the Dolphins' biggest threat for the AFC East? I gotta go with the Bills right now, man. I know that people want to give the Patriots the benefit of the doubt because their practices have been messed up, but the Bills, they put it on the Dolphins so bad that, you got to give them the respect right now, but they do seem like they're doing their Bills thing where it's like hot start, come to earth a little bit, and the Dolphins, I think of it a little bit tougher stretch earlier than they have. So I think that right now I would lean them, even though they normally do their thing where they'll, do the Bills thing. A lot of Dennis putting DeMarcus Cousins. Jimmy loves DeMarcus Cousins. Yep. Jimmy likes everybody, though. It's funny. The only people he seemingly doesn't like is Cat. Everybody else seems like he's got such nice things to say for. Kentucky connection, big man. The only thing is with DeMarcus is, I know he's got the LA ties, so does he just automatically go there because he's he's had a little chemistry with AD before. So, but I wouldn't rule it out. I know that they've been in that hunt before. Do I drop Drew Brees in fantasy for this guy Tua? I don't know, man. I'm the last guy you want to ask about fantasy for. Go tweet it at Jamie Eisenberg. He literally seems like he gets back to everybody. I never wish failure on anybody, but I hope the Bills and Pats continue downward. Yeah, of course. F them. Patriots are washed. They won't do bleep. They got a defense and Cam. Cam has no receivers. They deserve like a comeuppance. I just read that Oladipo wants out, that he wants to be traded here. Yeah, there was a thing too where Wendy said on his podcast, like Oladipo wants to be here more than maybe the Heat want him. And I think that's true to a degree. I don't think the Heat want to go all in on Victor Oladipo. And I do think that Oladipo's in a similar spot with Jimmy where like I think Oladipo wants to almost be wooed and looked upon as he is the corner piece. He is the guy. And I don't think they're going to do that with him. I don't. But I mean, yeah, he was so bad in that series against the Heat too. Almost like he was throwing it. Like he was almost like on the take for the Heat. So I think that it's I wouldn't rule out Victor Oladipo to the Heat, but I don't think that they're going to go push all their chips to the table to make it happen. I saw Derrick Rose to the Lakers. Man, LeBron's just winning. He's just going to try and win rings for everybody who was pitted up against him in the Big Three era, huh? Coaching is pretty damn good for the Finns. Yes, it is. Been so impressed with what the defense has been able to do. It's been nice getting the corners back healthy too. Very good. All right. I just wanted to hop on for a little bit. I think I'm going to call it for this one, guys. Tune in tomorrow, 6 to 10 a.m. on 790 The Ticket. And look at this. Another political call. Getting hammered with them. Tune in tomorrow, 790 The Ticket, 6 to 10 a.m. You can also get the podcast. It's usually up by like 10:30 every single day. And subscribe to the YouTube page. You guys could. And leave a comment, all that type of stuff. Great stuff. All right. Fun day, boys and girls. Tua.